Very good morning to you. This is Dwight Davis. Welcome to our Bird Notes. This all started with a recent Virginia news story about the population decline of the salt marsh sparrow. Now, some birders on hearing that may be given pause, trying to recall the picture or the written description of the salt marsh sparrow in their field guide. Well, if the guide is old enough, it simply will not contain any reference to the salt marsh sparrow. So what's going on here? Differentiating some of the sparrows can be difficult, and now the names are changing. For older birders, some set in their ways, who still speak of Baltimore orioles or yellow-rumped warblers, this can be a bit disconcerting. Actually, this sort of thing has been going on for a long time. As we discover more about the natural world, lately through DNA analysis, relationships become clearer, though we're still not sure about the yellow-breasted chat. Back in 2013, a major reshuffling of ornithological nomenclature was done based on the latest scientific information. Some birds were elevated to species status, some grouped differently, and some names were changed. In the case of some sparrows, most of which, by the way, can be seen in this area, the reshuffling of all the flocks is enough to make one's head hurt. For starters, what is now called the salt marsh sparrow, the bird referred to in the news report, used to be called the sharp-tailed sparrow, of which there were 3 subspecies, one of which, Nelson's, has now been given species status. However, the whole group is still spoken of by some scientists as the sharp-tailed sparrow complex. The distinguishing field mark of these coastal marsh birds is an ochre-colored triangle shape on the face. Also inhabiting eastern coastal marshes is the seaside sparrow, one subspecies of which, the dusky seaside sparrow, went extinct in 1987. The seaside sparrow lives exclusively in salt marshes and has a small yellow mark in front of the eye. The savanna sparrow is very widespread across the country. It resembles a song sparrow, but like the seaside sparrow, it has a yellow spot before the eye. The similar but larger Ipswich sparrow is now considered a subspecies of the savanna sparrow. So where does all this leave us? Up-to-date nomenclature, but it leaves me confused. Too many S's, for one thing. Sharp-tailed, seaside, savanna, salt marsh sparrows. I think that after I make some scribbled notations in my old Peterson's guide, I'll go out and look at a blue jay, a bird of absolutely no ambiguity.